Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the 10-Minute Marvel Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the newest Marvel show, the second Marvel Spotlight series, Wonder Man, as well as, of course, news and rumors. So, the Wonder Man of this podcast.
Yes, it's
I'm
great,
Petter.
everybody. Thank you for joining us again. We appreciate you coming back.
The DODC agent of the podcast, my
Uh,
co-host.
well, I gotta, you inflict some damage with some of those intros, so I gotta take over. Um, okay, where was I? Yeah, thanks for coming back, everybody. Another week, another round of news and rumors, and our lovely topic of Wonder Man. I'm kind of excited about this one.
Same.
I took notes.
Excellent.
Uh, Petter did not,
No, I
but
always wing it.
yeah, well, obviously.
Mhm.
Um,
That's why my content's better. I mean,
I'm just gonna take a moment because I have to say, Stephen Flow, you are in my brain forever. That is an inside joke, everybody. Okay, if you are looking for ways to support us, you can find us on our YouTube channel. Search 10 Minute Marvel. Give us a like and thumb smash that subscribe button. Follow us on Facebook and X at hashtag 10min Marvel. And of course, you can leave a rating and review wherever you get your friendly neighborhood podcast from. Patter,
yes,
Stephen
Craig.
Flow.
Stephen Flow,
See?
Stephen Flow.
It's, oh God, it's just so ingrained in my brain already. I hate you for that.
Just look up Stephen Flow after you're done listening to the podcast and join us in this enjoyment and misery.
I just want to see comments of Stephen Flow. Just that's it in the comments.
Yes,
Okay, so we're doing news first today.
always.
Of
So,
course.
starting off with rumors here, there were a
Perfect.
couple that we missed last week. First, animated Avengers show rumored. What do you think about that? Do you want more animated, like non-specific shows, like Marvel Zombies, Eyes of Wakanda, and What If are so specific, kind of for what they are? And then we have a couple more general ones with X-Men 97 and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Do you want to see them just keep on putting out some of these more general team ones?
I don't know, like it. I don't know if I want to see an Avengers one per se, but is it going to be more of a it's like Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing, or it's just, or is it going to have, I don't know, developing story like we see with Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man and whatnot? Like I'm curious. So one, I don't really want to see an Avengers one. I don't care that much. I want to see something new, I think, or different.
Yeah.
Um, and I just don't really understand what it's going to be about yet. So I don't know how to comment on that.
Well, you could have done a better job, but
Okay.
no, I'm kind of with you. I think like Spider-Man works well because we're not getting that many spider characters in the MCU otherwise. This is kind of the way for Marvel and Disney to really put their own spin on Spider-Man. X-Men
Mhm.
97 obviously is a continuation of the 90s X-Men cartoon. This one, I'm sure it would be fun, but I think because we have that really direct comparison of we had the Avengers as the main thing for three phases, it's going to be like, well, what are they going to do? Are we going to repeat the greatest hits? Are we going to what storylines are we going to pull in there?
Yeah. I
And
go ahead.
I was going to say, and why not then live action?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's just Avengers don't really appeal to me right now, I guess, in this medium, maybe it would be with
Hmm.
animation, I guess. Like why not do like a Fantastic Four? Something that's like that is more appealing to me than the Avengers are. And
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'd
I don't
agree.
I don't quite know. Is it like it's not really a cash grab. It feels like it's more like
No.
I need to sell some lunchboxes kind of desperation move.
Yeah,
But
I think I mean, if they're doing it, it's probably because somebody came and it was like, I have a really good idea for like an
fair.
animated Avengers thing. I don't think they would push it out otherwise. And I mean, Brad Winderbaum kind of being the head of the animation and TV stuff. As he's been more and more in charge of the television side of things, I think the quality's gotten better and better.
Hmm.
So I have a fair amount of faith that it would be a good show. It's just like I don't know that I super want the show. I'd agree with you on Fantastic Four, but I think they have bigger plans for the Fantastic Four in live action and don't want to confuse or dilute.
Yeah. When I the Avengers, if I were to like see it on Disney Plus, like you have, you can kind of scroll through all the animated stuff and I see
Yeah.
Avengers stuff already and I see Iron Man stuff. It's kind of like I feel like I'm going to overlook it because it just is going to be something of that nature. And those are fine
Hmm.
and fun, some of them, right? Not that those are bad, but it just I don't know. It just feels like it kind of blends in with those instead of standing out like Eyes of Wakanda type of
Right.
material. So,
Yeah, it doesn't look super different, super unique, anything like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Now, I do think you should watch like the first episode of the animated Iron Man show.
Oh, I think I have. With
It
the hair?
is the hair, the like the women in bikinis,
Mm.
or like I'm just like this was a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. I
Would
think
not
I've
fly now.
it would not.
Also, yeah, it's like the target audience is not the target on not the ones who were sitting up awake watching this cartoon.
Maybe all those venture capitalists grew up on Iron Man. Maybe that's why they are the way they are.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
They want that Tony Stark jet set lifestyle. They
Yeah,
want the ladies on their hips,
yeah.
money.
S- So then the second rumor that we missed last week was David Tennant rumored to be back in the MCU, but as a new character. Who would that character be, Greg?
Hmm. Hmm. I don't I haven't really thought about this yet, actually, so you're kind of putting me on the spot, which is
Mhm.
fine. I'm as much as I would love to have him be his Purple Man character, I agree that it's just not something you come back from on that one.
Well,
Um,
and like
and can come back.
they said with the rumor specifically a new character.
Right. So really, I mean, David Tennant, he's so great. I don't know. I mean, ideas, I can't think of anything right. I don't know where is he gonna be in that Daredevil, Jessica Jones kind of thing? Or I don't think they put him there. That wouldn't make
I
any
don't
sense.
think, yeah, they wouldn't bring him back there just because that would not, it really would not make sense.
What villain is it? Maybe he's not a villain. I'm assuming he's a
He,
villain, right?
yeah,
So,
he is really good as not a villain though, because like I originally knew him from Doctor Who.
yeah.
And he's the doctor. He's the main character there. So he can very much play a good guy in it.
Mhm. X-Men, I wouldn't mind seeing him in some X-Men, but as who? I mean, I could see him as Sinister.
Yeah, Mr. Sinister would be interesting. Could he be the new Charles Xavier?
Mm, I'm also kind of down with that.
Yeah, I like that would be a big get for him. And
Yeah,
he's a very talented actor. So I think especially like if they were to do something um a little bit more Power of X, House of X, that Xavier versus just the one puttering around the school.
yeah, yeah. Uh, Trask, I could even see him
Oliver
as that.
Trask.
Oliver Trask.
Mhm.
I just can't picture him without any hair, so it makes it hard for the Xavier stuff. But nonetheless, ooh, I could even see him as a Magneto. But
Mhm.
Um, I don't know. Wherever it is, I think it's going to be a Nightcrawler even. But there, I don't think they'll go as that age. He's a little bit too
Yeah.
old, I think, for where they want to be with a Nightcrawler, I
The
would assume.
yeah, with the main X-Men
Yeah,
kind of the action team. Though, I mean, he still I think has some time to be a good kind of action character for Marvel if they want. Next up, we have a couple Doomsday rumors. First, that Magneto is going to destroy New Jersey in the X-Men universe.
Hmm. I
Will
mean,
anybody
oh
notice?
well. Oh well.
Both of us take shots at New
I
Jersey at the
know.
exact same
For
time.
for no reason. Like I have nothing
Yeah.
against New Jersey. I'm purely
Yeah.
just jumping on the bandwagon of dissing New Jersey. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that or is that Newark? Maybe that's just Newark. Either way. Sorry, New Jersey people, if you're listening, we love you too.
Yeah. Now this I have in the rumor section. It did seemingly slip from Ian McKellen in an interview that this is going to happen.
Oh, is that what that was? I saw that
Yeah.
headline and I was like, I'm gonna stay away from it. Is New Jersey, is upper New Jersey? Or wait, no, upper New York is where
Up.
the
Yep. Xavier School
Avengers.
for Gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of the Avengers Tower or
That's also where the
headquarters.
Avengers complex is. But again, this is supposed to be in the X-Men universe.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah. Also, so that one was from Alex from CC. I think the specifics of the X-Men universe is kind of the rumor part of it right now. Also from Alex from CC, Alex from Cosmic Circus. The fate of Wanda slash Scarlet Witch will be revealed in Doomsday.
Mm,
Honestly, I hope they reveal it slight or hint at it sooner than that. Vision Quest should, I
yeah.
think, like Vision Quest has to be out and done before Doomsday drops.
I just feel like they won't pay that off. It's too big of a thing to pay off. As much as we've talked about it and kind of have
Mhm.
speculated that, hey, that could be something in the
I think
final
a hint.
episode. Yeah, yeah, maybe. It just feels like it would deter from maybe what they're all doing at the story overall. But if it's a hint, like a small one, like
Mhm.
one that you almost don't catch right away,
Well,
sure.
also, yeah, also they're going to drop the same hint slash explain it fully in Doomsday just because they know not everybody's watching the shows.
Yeah.
So I think this falls into the category of things that are good, like connection teases for me from the shows where if say this does happen in Vision Quest, you watch it as a fan you're just like, oh, I just have a little bit more detail, a little bit more context than other folks might if you didn't watch the show, but it's still fully explained. Kind of that, like, hey, bonus bonus points for watching the show, but it's not necessary.
Mm. That'd be a nice favor to us.
How about another casting related one here, Greg?
Sadie Sink is who?
Oh, no. Well, I did see one of those pop up again. I did
Oh,
not put it in there. If you want to touch on it, they're
nope.
going
I'm
back
good.
to Jean Grey.
I'm good. I've had enough with the Sadie Sink rumors.
Yeah, it's going to be funny if she's nobody. No. Uh,
She's just playing Sadie Sink like Josh
mhm,
Gad playing Josh Gad. Yeah.
yeah. Sabrina Carpenter being eyed for a role in Marvel.
Hold on. I know what that is. I really do. I just can't think of what she looks like for some reason right now.
Blonde musician, short
Oh yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, okay. What has she been in? And have I seen it? Those are all questions you guys cannot answer, but I will try. Um, I don't know. 26. Is she I can't remember really what is she that good at in the acting biz? I mean,
I don't think I haven't seen her in much of anything. If anything, like even performing music, I haven't seen her in much of anything. She seems like the type of, from what like the tiny bit I've seen, is she is going to almost need to play kind of a comedy gimmick.
yeah. I'm not really seeing anything that's
Gwenpool.
uh
That'd be a perfect role. Just an absolutely goofy, almost a little bit Harley Quinn-esque um, character that shows up in the Deadpool films.
I'll allow.
What do you think about a uh, Emma Frost?
Mm, too much depth in that character
Mhm.
for her.
But potentially, I
Like
mean,
again, coming from, I don't really, I don't know. I'm just purely basing it on what I'm getting on a Google search.
mhm,
So take all of them with what I'm saying with, a grain of salt or whatever you want it to
mhm.
be. So,
Dazzler. What about Dazzler, Greg?
okay.
Like, I
Dazzler.
think
Yes, fine.
Yeah. I think there's kind of some of these smaller X-Men adjacent characters, Pixie, sure. Like
Hmm.
there's some of these ones who could be like, oh, cool, that's Sabrina Carpenter in that
Yeah.
role. Kind of like we had Harry Styles as Eros. It's like Are we ever going to have like a massive payoff where Harry Styles is the star of Eternals 2, Too Fast, Too Eternal?
To- uh,
No, like
nah.
that was probably never going to happen, even if Eternals had been a smashing success, that he would have been a major character in that. He probably would have been a first act character
Yeah, but he
for
actually
some
has
time.
some like decent acting ability. I just don't know anything about Sabrina Carpenter. So
Hmm.
to me, they're on two different playing fields. However, again, I
Yeah,
really don't have any
that's some of that's
anything
our
to stand
limited
on.
knowledge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So James Mackwell, Mackwell. I'm just assuming it's Mackwell. And that's all the characters he could use on his handle, or they could use on their handle. Black Panther 3 to have aliens and kick off the cosmic arc in the next MCU saga.
Just some aliens, huh? Like, I wonder.
Like, is this a do something with the Skrull again? Or Skrull Kree, set up a Hulkling,
I
something like
mean,
that?
that was my first thought was Skull Cree. What other?
Annihilation Wave?
Yeah,
Because that was kind of teased. Eyes Wakanda.
yeah. Shi'ar Empire.
Yeah.
Uh, I, I, I mean, Annihilation would probably be a good safe bet. I would say out of
Hmm.
all of those. I don't know if they want to
Hmm.
revisit this Kree Skrull thing.
Yeah. Not
But
unless it's just more of an introduction to like Hulkling.
yeah,
But I don't
right.
know how that would then introduce and kind of lead into a cosmic arc.
Yeah.
It's also rumored that Ryan Reynolds is working on Deadpool 4.
Um, Team up again, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Ooh, you think that I've heard talks of Toby in Spider-Man.
Hmm. Um,
I'm neutral on that personally.
yeah, I don't I don't know that they do that. I think if we see Toby, it's going to be in Secret Wars and he's going to have some kind of big send off as a character. Like how much does Toby want to continue doing
Right.
this at this point?
Yeah, that's fair. But
It's a boatload of money, so
right.
maybe enough.
I mean, let's just glide into retirement, huh?
Hmm.
Um, I guess there's X-Force is the other thing on the table that has been talked
Hmm.
about, rumored, which has kind of been done a little bit. So, I mean, he did it in
Yeah.
Deadpool 2, but he could do it for reals this time. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm just kind of like I don't really care about Deadpool. If I was to see Deadpool, I want a Deadpool, something like the first Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's what I would want. I don't want the team up. I don't want the I'm exhausted by some of the jokes, I guess.
Hmm.
Um,
It's yeah.
I think Ryan Reynolds could still
Yeah.
he's clever enough to figure of going outside the box and doing what he does best, but giving a fresh take on those jokes, I think. So
Hmm.
I don't doubt he can't that he can do it. I don't want Deadpool and Wolverine again.
Hmm. Honestly, some of it is like, let's move past Deadpool and Vanessa too.
Hmm.
Make their relationship good or completely over, and Deadpool is aware of that and fine.
Yeah, it's not the crutch of the story
Right.
anymore.
Yeah. Because it really feels like it is every single time to some
Yeah,
extent.
yeah. Make it about something else. I don't know what that would be, but
I mean, there's plenty of kind of odd villains. Um, or they could just lean into the insane Brian Posehn run of the Deadpool comics, where Deadpool has to dispatch of dead presidents who have reanimated back to life and are evil.
that's kind of fun. I mean,
Mhm. Like that's the way where you're like, okay, the romance aspect of it, all of that is just tossed out the window. If they bring back Hydra into the MCU, he teams up with Hydra Bob in that. So he could just, yeah,
yeah,
just go stupid goofy.
yeah. That's more what I'm looking for, I think.
Hmm. And you can still have the throw in of Ryan Reynolds can pick one like Canadian Prime Minister to throw in there to get killed and make some joke about like, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I don't know why we have to cross over the border. I know he's from Canada, but let's just keep it
Yeah.
home, huh? I don't know. I'm okay with.
It just seems like the type of joke that he would put in there.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes, maybe. Prime Minister over a US president. I feel like the US president might win in this case, but uh he is
Well,
Canadian, so he does
yeah.
enjoy that.
Yeah. So, like, it would just be a, hey, here's a random, like, prime minister who just is there, that sort of thing. So, like, that goofiness works for something
Hmm.
like this. So, sure, why not? But it does
Was
have to be something different.
was that Trudeau? Is that right? If I'm
Trudeau,
correct.
yeah,
I mean, I think there's a lot to to have some fun with there.
yeah.
So there you go. Sure.
Hmm. Yeah. Or, I mean, can even, if it comes out fast enough, you can even lean into how old Biden and Trump both are in office. And he goes to take them out, and they're like, no, we're not dead yet.
Yeah.
He just kind of shrugs,
Yeah.
doesn't stop him. That'd be a pretty good joke, too.
There we go. Yeah.
Now, on to the news. I was a little bit surprised with this. The day before Wonder Man came out, we got the Daredevil Born Again Season 2 first look trailer. I mean, it looks good. Looks, m- when we talked about it via text, my comment was, you know, it kind of looks more of the same. Or did we talk about this last week?
I think we talked about it on text.
Yeah, I can't remember for sure, but we'll just cover it again quickly here. But it looks good. Looks a little bit more of the same. Foggy's in it.
Karen and him
Nice.
are hooking up.
Yep. Yeah, we don't see Heather at all, do we?
I think you do get one shot of her,
Okay.
I think.
But it's pretty, like, it's very focused on kind of Fisk
Mhm.
and like the two sides, Fisk's side and Daredevil's side, and the main players in it.
Yeah, it's interesting how because it took me a second to remember that at the end of the first season, he was shot.
Hmm.
And that's kind of where it left off. And so when he gets back, I can't tell if he seems like he's happy.
Hmm.
Fisk seems like he's
Fisking it
working
up.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. He's getting
Um,
fisky.
he's getting fisky. Um, and then we have this new kind of character played by Shaggy, and his name is Matthew. No, come on. I just had this in my brain.
Matthew Lillard.
Lillard. God, that's close.
Matt
Um,
Lizard.
Matt Lizard. Um, so I'm
No,
wondering
Matt Lizard fights Stephen Flo.
oh, yes. What makes me start trying to think of a song I could put to Matt Lizard? I'll do that later. Yeah, I guess just having this other character, which seems to be posing some threat, I'm
Hmm.
guessing, and it will pose a threat to Fisk, I'm also assuming. But I don't know. I really liked the trailer. I thought it was good. I really liked the
Yeah.
music choice
Yes, that was
of
very good.
Childish Gambino, like something I was fairly recent too. I was like, so it was cool. I liked it.
Hmm. Yeah. Thoughts on the seeing Foggy back? Is he actually back, or is that a flashback?
Looked like a flashback,
Yep.
but I don't know. I just feel like he could be coming back.
Do you want him to?
Um,
Let's just pause on that question because we will be talking about this coming up real soon here
okay.
because it's what, March 23rd, I think
I
is
know
when
it's
it
March.
starts.
I
I
just
think it
don't know
was
the date.
I think it was the later part of March. So we'll be talking about that on kind of like we did last week for Wonder Man. Kind of our hopes, dreams, expectations, tie-ins, that sort of thing. But then the final piece of news, Deadline is saying that there won't be an Avengers Doomsday or a Spider-Man Brand New Day, oh yes it is, trailer that comes out during the Super Bowl.
There will not?
There will not.
Wow.
Now, I was seeing on X, I forget what the precise handle was, that something to do with trailers. So, kind of a Twitter or X yeah, let's just call it Twitter. It's easier. A Twitter
Agreed.
person who they kind of pay attention to what trailers are coming out and things like that. And they had reported a few days ago that there was going to be a trailer. And now they were saying, yeah, it kind of looks like probably not going to be a trailer. I think that to me, that says they're not 100% happy where the trailer's at, just editing wise. They're filming, like they're reshooting stuff now as part of the planned reshoots. So is this just a, we're not, we want to reshoot this scene because we didn't like how it turned out, and it's kind of an important part to what we want in our first trailer. So we could get it in 2 weeks from now, that sort of thing.
Mm.
But it'd be a bummer. I mean, Marvel and well, Disney for sure has the slot already reserved for the tease of a trailer is coming. Go check it out online or whatever it might be. So,
So we know something's coming out for the Super Bowl for them. Is that what
I
you're saying?
mean, I think there will be something. They could just take the Daredevil Born Again season 2 trailer, slice it down to a 30-second slot, and put that in. Just because Disney and Marvel or Disney has already paid for their commercial slot. Because
Okay.
like when we had the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer that dropped during the Super Bowl 2 years ago, like it's just a 30-second tease. Go check out the trailer online. You obviously, yeah, you're paying for those slots a year in advance. Who knows how far in advance? I don't know. But
Um, you don't think that, I mean, I know it's Marvel, but are does Sony have a separate thing?
Sony would be separate potentially.
I was gonna wonder if
Um,
they maybe are reserving Marvel's got their spot that they're allowing Sony to maybe they'll pay for and put in their
Yeah. I
Spider-Man
mean,
movie.
or it could be kind of a joint thing. Who knows? But I mean, the rumor or the news report from Deadline does say that there's no Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer either coming out,
Mm,
which I, we'll see. Because so kind of following the thread on Twitter, people are like, well, how did he get this so wrong? And some of the insiders were kind of responding to that, being like, these things change daily sometimes. A plan of, hey, we're going to drop this might turn into, nope, we're holding off 3 weeks for a specific event, or it could change back again, too.
okay,
Obviously, it's getting close. Uh, I could see Marvel putting out there that they're not going to have one to keep people away from leaking anything
sure.
because every single teaser was kind of spoiled for the four that we had with in front of Avatar, Earth,
Oh,
Wind, and Fire.
yeah. I'm trying to think of one.
Avatar, Pet
Avatar.
Shop Boys.
Yeah, I got nothing. I got
Avatar, Men at Work.
the band or the movie.
All right.
Um,
So, yeah,
real quick, could it be when's the Punisher supposed to be coming out? Did they change that?
around Spider-Man.
So I'm wondering if it could be a trailer
A pu-
drop for the Punisher.
I don't think they would trailer drop the Punisher, but it could be a teaser for the Punisher. It could just be a 30-second little thing,
Hmm.
um, without having the go check this out online.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't got much time. It's what,
It's
6 days away
6 days away,
from time
but
of recording.
yeah, but they can make their decision because they have the slot. They can decide it's good to go 2 hours ahead of time. Well,
Or they
probably
just
not
what if they
two
just took all
hours.
four of those already released from Avatar trailers and smashed them together?
Yeah, that's could very easily be the TV spot that they just air is probably uh, Charles Xavier talking over like the events and like the characters from all of them. I could certainly see that, and
Hmm.
it wouldn't be then pushing people to YouTube to watch their trailer because like last year it was the Thunderbolts trailer that came out, and it was like okay, here's a tease trailer online now sort of thing, and they could just
Yeah.
forgo that last part.
Yeah. Avatar Creedence Clearwater Revival. Got one.
Nice.
It's terrible. It's the best I got.
All right, let's move on to Wonder Man then. Greg, we're going to do a non-spoiler review first for Wonder Man and then dive into spoilers. Do you want to kick off the non-spoiler or shall I?
Um, I say you just go for it.
All right. Wonder Man is a wonderful show. It's a great this is a great show in terms of just being a show. A really good character work by Yahya Abdul-Mateen III and by Ben Kingsley in their roles as Simon Williams and Trevor Slattery. It's just it's a fun show, and well, it is very much looking into kind of the world of Hollywood and acting and getting roles and things like that. It doesn't feel like it's preventing the average viewer from understanding what's going on and enjoying it. Kind of like I think She-Hulk sometimes did. And so it just, it's 3 hours, 45 minutes of a lot of entertaining fun, not that much powers, but it ties in the right time when you need it to. And it feels like, again, it just feels like a really good Marvel show or a show set in the Marvel universe, not necessarily a superhero show.
Yeah, I will agree 100%. The show itself, it it felt like mm, it felt like Marvel put out a show that wasn't intended to be a Marvel show.
Hmm.
But they did it wasn't needing any like informative Marvel, you know, you should know this about Captain America, or here's where Captain America is. It didn't need any of that, and it didn't
Yep.
really use any of that. It just was a really well written show.
Hmm.
And it felt like it felt unlike all the other Marvel shows, spotlights, whatever series that I've watched.
Hmm.
It felt like I was actually watching something else other than a Marvel show. It just happened to be in a Marvel world, and it was great. It was refreshing.
Yes.
The dynamic was great between all the characters, every single one. And I can't recommend this enough. It definitely probably fell into my top three or four, probably. So
Hmm.
yeah,
We'll talk
non-spoiler
about
stuff. It's yeah, we'll get more into maybe
where it
that ranking
lands kind
stuff,
of it.
but
Yeah.
good stuff. I say let's get into spoilers.
All right. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. You have been warned. Spoilers.
You haven't Stephen flowed. Sorry, that's terrible. I it's gonna just keep coming out of my
Stephen
mouth.
Flow.
Stephen Flow, it's Stephen Flow. Ah.
Yeah. Little did you know, everybody, this was going to be the musical episode, except the only thing we're singing is Stephen Flow.
Oh, we're just bumping this guy's popularity
Mhm.
by a small amount.
Very. But
Okay,
yeah,
spoilers. You've been warned. Here we go.
let's hop into spoilers here. Though it is an odd show where like the biggest things you want to talk about or I want to talk about in the show are how phenomenal Yahya Abdul-Mateen the third is and how great Ben Kingsley is as Trevor Slattery, um, Simon Williams and Trevor Slattery respectively, and just how it's it is a weird like it's the odd couple, the weird buddy cop dynamic, even though they're not cops, that makes this show tick.
hmm there's more, it feels like there's more like serious conversation than just a little bit more than the comedic conversations between those two. And that's just I could be wrong. But it just that's just kind of the feeling I have. And I just was so impressed by some of that deep conversation that they
Hmm.
had. Even actually some of the I know when Simon Williams' character or when Yaya's character as Simon had to do a scene. Like he was reading something or trying to, him and Trevor were kind of going back and forth. What he had said and like the acting he was doing was really good. Like
Hmm.
acting as a character who's acting, it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, he's acting as a character who's struggling to act.
But he wasn't struggling. That's the thing. Like
Hmm.
you, I believe that Simon is a good actor.
Hmm.
So
Like when
Yaya made me
he's,
believe that Simon was a good actor.
mhm. Yeah, but there were other times where Simon was struggling to act.
Yeah.
And so you have an actor who's doing a great job of acting like somebody who's struggling to act.
Yeah. Yeah. And Ben Kingsley was really, I don't know. I don't understand why this got not I don't care about it being dropped all eight episodes at once. It's more of I just don't understand how this was so not celebrated prior to its coming out.
Now, I will say Marvel did some interesting stuff with
Right.
their promotions for it and stuff like that. I think this is a show that was delayed a little bit. I'm going to say only a little bit because of the writer strikes and actors strikes.
Hmm.
Um, I think that there were a lot of people who just were like, it was filmed in kind of the peak of Bob Chapek
Yeah.
overproduction. And so everybody, or just after kind of like the peak of that first wave of stuff had come out, and everybody's like, well, did Marvel lose their touch, sort of thing? And it's hard to gain momentum, especially when it's now become kind of popular to poo-poo on stuff.
Mm. Yeah.
And that's a shame because people are missing out on a phenomenal show.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
poo-poo on stuff that are good.
Hmm. Especially
Uh,
stuff that you haven't even seen, haven't even come out yet.
yeah. I think just if I was somebody working at Marvel and like I saw the final cut of this, I'd be like, this is fantastic. Like I
Hmm.
don't whatever happened here was I
Yep.
don't think it was lightning in a bottle. I think it was just really well like good show running, good,
Yep.
production work. Just the whole thing was just well done.
Hmm.
So
Yep. And kudos to Destin Daniel Cretton
yeah.
for his work on this. I mean, I know that you don't love necessarily the fight at the end of Shang-Chi, but Shang-Chi is a really, like a very underrated Marvel movie, I would say.
Yeah, the dragon thing is not my favorite part, but other than that, like it was, I don't know, I it gives me a lot of hope and a lot of faith that
Spider-Man's going to be awesome.
yeah, I like I've been thinking, wow, there's all these characters, rumored characters, whatever, these things are happening in the movie that I'm just like, good God, how is this gonna all piece together? Which
Yep.
whatever whatever's true, whatever's false about those comments and rumors, I just know that I think I have faith that it's going to be a good
Mhm.
product. So, I did want to say we go back to an episode last week's episode. We were kind of asking about the void and how that was
Mhm.
totally a nothing burger.
Yep.
By the way, I just wanted to comment on
Yeah,
that.
it was a line from the original movie
Yeah. So it
that
had nothing
yeah,
to do with the century, nothing to do with I mean that we know of at this point, I guess, but
yeah. It's very much a I mean, when this was filming, this filmed well ahead of Thunderbolts.
yeah.
So it's like this is clearly not the Century. Doesn't seem to be a reference to the void at the end of time
Yeah.
either.
I think if we would have thought about that a little bit more, the century thing would have made more sense it being not
Not
what
it,
he
yeah.
said. Yeah. Sorry, that was an oddly stated sentence. Um,
Yet we
whew.
understood it. So that's what
Okay,
matters.
yeah, yep, thanks everybody hanging in there
Yeah.
with
What did you think of kind of the reveal of the powers, the little bit we saw of the powers? Did you want more superpowers in this show?
no, didn't need it.
Yeah, I'm with you. Don't need it. It was
Um,
great with what they had.
Yeah, I, s- I still think it's funny how are you going to use super speed? Trevor asked. He's like, no, I'm
Yeah.
going to use my car. Like it's just
Yes.
I like that humor in there. But the back to the powers. When you said powers, I just thought about that joke. Uh, at the end, I like that he has got a little control on it. I like the visual of it.
Yep.
It looked kind of cool. It was kind of mo the most fantastical part of the whole
Hmm.
series, right? Because he
Yeah.
shoots
I
off with,
heard I heard somebody say that like the end of Wonder Man is where most Marvel shows begin.
yeah, yeah,
It's, and it's like, yep. That's true, and I'm glad this one didn't.
Hmm. Yeah. Um, Another thing we kind of mentioned was or that somebody else mentioned, I think. We may have talked about Ed Harris being a potential, we were kind of wondering where he was going to be in it. I think
Mhm.
we talked about that last week. He was not in it. And
We didn't talk about it. No, we didn't
no,
actually talk about Ed Harris.
maybe I thought, did we text about it or am I just having a fake
No,
conversation with like Jessica Clemens on the New Rock Stars?
this is
Maybe
definitely
she
a fake
talked about it.
Yeah, this is definitely a fake conversation you had with a person on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's
but
not that uncommon, is it?
yeah.
Like, really?
Well, because
Um,
what Ed Harris had been rumored for it. We knew that Better Call Saul actor, um,
oh,
Bob Odenkirk.
oh, yeah,
He had been rumored, or I think there potentially even been plans for him to be in there, and then they determined that they didn't need him.
yeah.
So
It's interesting. I just kind of wonder what happened with if it was what's that guy's name? Uh,
Joey Pants? No.
he's in the movie, being John Malkovich.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, Christian Bale.
yeah, him. If it was like that from Fantastic Four, like how John Malkovich was scheduled to be in
Yeah,
there.
this one seemed like Odenkirk was. I don't know that he filmed anything,
But
so
and Ed Harris, I don't know. I don't know
I
if
don't
he,
know. Yeah.
but
Yep. Ed Harris feels like, and same with Odenkirk, they feel like actors who maybe would have just been playing themselves on some set, some role, because
mhm.
what we had at the very beginning, the actress from Twilight,
Yeah, I don't know her name. Elizabeth? No.
no,
Yeah, I knew, like, I
Ashley,
saw her face and I
yeah,
was like, I know that face. And it was so weird. It was just like such a nonchalant part that,
yep.
so,
I mean, it was very much setting up the character of Wonder Man and how he works,
mhm.
or doesn't work as an actor,
Yeah,
because he
right.
can't, everything needs motivation and he can't. Ashley Green, there we go.
Yeah.
Can't get out of his own head, sort of thing. So it was fun to have those those actors play themselves. Mario Lopez, correct?
He was in it. Yep.
Yep.
Not Dean
Dean
Cain.
Cain. Yep.
Right.
Josh Gad playing Josh Gad, which we'll talk about that episode. Or should we just talk about that
Let's talk
episode?
about the Doorman episode because I have that down as well.
Mhm. How much did you like that episode compared to the rest of the series?
It's kind of weird because it was in black and white for one,
Yep.
which you knew that it just kind of like separated it from the rest of the show in a certain way. I I found myself really enjoying it. Like, and it
Hmm.
didn't bother me that it was this carved out piece of information and time and characters that doesn't really come through in any of the other episodes. It's just the concept of what the
What the doorman
doorman
clause
clause,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's that's kind of the thing about this show is that every episode just flowed together, even
Yeah.
though like in this one it was disjointed from the rest of
Mhm.
the story.
Do think it did feel a little bit like it felt more disjointed from the series than, say, the bank heist episode in
Yes.
Daredevil Born Again. Um, that one just felt like yeah, this is a kind of a filler episode, but it's still very much in the same world. It's some of the same villains we've seen. This, obviously, it was setting up what the doorman clause was. It was a chance for Josh Gad to have a lot of fun
Hmm.
in a role that could. I think he has a lot of fun in a lot of his roles, but to play Josh Gad and just be as goofy and like over the top Hollywood as he wanted to be
Right.
was phenomenal.
Hmm.
And I do think it is an episode that will throw some people, though.
Yeah, I think but that's kind of the point for me is it didn't throw me as I feel like
Might have, but
it might have in a different series, I guess.
mhm.
So,
Yeah.
it
But
wasn't
I
like
do,
an abrupt
yeah.
like stop, like, oh, what am I watching? I couldn't figure out, like, I was so enjoying the story, I forgot to be like, where does this fit in again? Like, I didn't
Mhm.
for some reason
Yes. Yep.
think of it like that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I Yeah, I do love the Josh Gad line of where he's talking to Doorman and Doorman like getting a role in a movie and Doorman's just like, but I can't act. And Josh Gad is, neither can I.
Yeah.
Or when he's doing the house version of In
Oh,
Summer.
yeah.
Like that just little
Uh,
goofy things where he's having a lot of fun.
yeah. And there was some I think the writer of that one, he's done some other stuff I think too. I can't remember. I think Jessica Clemens talked about him in her video in the breakdown, but really yeah, just really good writing. And
Yep.
where's Josh Gad? Like
Yep.
I I guess I didn't think that it's potential that he could lose somebody, and I was like I didn't foreshadow that during the episode to be why the doorman clause was out there. Like
Yeah.
I was so like,
Like
oh, this
that
story's
was
kind of fun. Like even though it's kind of very standard, like how you become famous and you kind of lose yourself a little bit. There's
and
that
you
undertone, but
like that one gimmick too sort of thing.
yeah, you'd think oh, I've kind of seen this all before, but it was oddly just different and enjoyable. So.
Yeah. The most
Great.
superpowers you see in the series.
Yeah, really. At that point, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, arguably that is we get to see Doorman use his powers more than Wonder Man.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. The writer has wrote 2 episodes of The Good Place, um, Westworld, 1 episode. So like The Good Place is obviously one of the comedy.
Oh, it's a great show.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah,
AP
great episode.
AP
Oh,
Bio.
oh yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
he wrote 25 episodes on that, so that's probably like kind of the thing people would know him for most.
yeah. Um, I what else I got here as far as some notes?
Were you
Did you find?
disappointed? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you might be asking the same question. Disappointed in what?
Nope. We're gonna have you ask your question
No,
since you
you
have
go.
notes. I'm
Oh,
I'm pulling my questions out of the top of my head,
I'm wondering if the
so
question that you were going to say was the question I was going to say.
I will let you know.
The binge factor of it. Was it?
Oh,
Did you
that was
like that it was dropped all at one time?
I do. Um, because I think about She-Hulk and it was just so short every time. You don't never feel like you really got to know that character. Now,
Hmm.
those episodes I think were even those were much more separate episodes
Yeah.
than Wonder Man. But when they dropped WandaVision, they dropped 2 episodes at a time,
Oh
at
yeah.
least to start and finish, but I think multiple times during the series. I
I
don't
forgot
remember for
about that.
sure. Uh, so I do like that for these shorter episodes, especially when you're doing some of that heavier character work, that it wasn't just a here's 30 minutes sort of thing.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if they
No,
decided to do it
yeah.
just because they knew it was good. It worked better that way. And maybe it's a little bit of a,
I guess
hey,
WandaVision was only the first 2 episodes
oh,
that dropped overlapped.
okay.
Yeah.
Or did they do it because they're trying to kind of counteract against the concept of dropping things all at one time, proving that this worked okay, this,
Hmm.
and I don't know, is that where they were mentally on this, or does it just happen to be like they kind of just said, okay, let's just toss this here. We'll never know. But
Yeah.
I could see it also as a let's prove this wrong and show that we know what we're doing. This is something that we one maybe believe in, and two, we're gonna just drop it one time to
Hmm.
say that this concept works as well.
Yeah. Now, I probably would have preferred it if it had dropped Christmas Eve to New Year's Eve or New Year's Day,
Sure.
1 episode a day, because it's still kind of a binge at that point. I probably would have watched at some point in time like the first 3 episodes in one day, just because I wouldn't have had a chance to watch them
Hmm.
otherwise. But that's just more so because I'd love to have had something to watch. And some of that is my wife wasn't in the mood to watch Stranger Things at that point.
Mm.
And so we weren't in the midst of that binge. I kind of suspect that's why they moved it, is they were like, it's going to be such a second fiddle, third fiddle, fourth fiddle show to Stranger Things final season that we don't want to fight with that for a character that people are not familiar with,
Yeah, that's
which is
possible.
fair.
Yeah. What else we got? What were you gonna ask? You had something.
I was going to ask if you were disappointed at all, like with how little or how it interconnected with the rest of the MCU. I think they gave us a decent connection point with the DODC, and that
Yeah.
felt like enough.
Yeah, and it felt a little bit edgy, like it kind of did with Spider-Man. Or was it not Spider-Man? It
Miss
was
Marvel,
Miss Marvel, yeah. Because you see kind of where some of these what's the detective or the agent's name that works for the DODC? I
Agent
don't know.
Cleary.
Agent Cleary. So his character seems a little sinister, right? And he's trying to fill this quota, which is an interesting dynamic to the whole
Yes.
DODC is they're trying to fill a quota because they got this place that's not being used or being looked at as being used and it's losing money and so I don't know. It just I liked what they did with that and it was a good tie-in and it was enough for me. So what are you laughing about? I can see you
Sorry,
smiling.
I'm just on X, and discussing film has Josh Gad has begun voice recording for Frozen 3 in theaters November 24th, 2027. Eric Voss from New Rock Stars responds, "But how?" double question mark with the link to the New
Oh.
Rock Stars video of where did Josh Gad go? Like, brilliant.
Yeah, that's pretty good timing and placement for that comment.
Hmm.
Um, I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. I forgot.
Sorry.
No, it's
That
okay. I
just
just saw you
cracked
started
me up.
laughing. I'm like, what? What do you see? I don't know what else to say about it. I guess it was really, I just overall it was great. I have so many other things that I enjoyed about it. I'm just trying to like pick one that stands out. How do you like the ending? I mean, did you like that? Did you like the idea of a character study turned,
That's really like it's not a character study. He doesn't have a role. He's just pretending to.
but he
But
was also doing a character to do the character study.
mhm,
Like he's using his acting ability, but he
yes.
also did it to learn about these people, and
Like
you got to know the people that he's trying, like the guy that he's trying to use, right? But
yeah. Yeah, I think he took I mean he really took it from Trevor Slattery of I'm conning you, but he saw how Trevor kind of turned it around and helped and protected Simon in the end. So he went into the situation being like, I'm going to use you for what I want to get to
mhm.
Trevor to be able to break him out, but I'm not going to leave you up the creek.
Yeah. So makes me kind of wonder where do they take Wonder Man from here?
Hmm.
Let's just imagine that they want to do something else with them, right? There was
Do a
talk of
season two,
yeah,
or I think a season two. I don't feel like we're anywhere near Wonder Man joining Doomsday or Secret Wars.
right. Yeah, that seems really abrupt. Like I don't think
Hmm.
it, but is he gonna be kind of doing the Hulk, like the 1970s uh
On the run.
yeah, kind of thing? And is he gonna do something like that? Or does he somehow come back into acting? Because that's kind of his thing, right? Like
Hmm.
he's a stuntman actor.
Yeah, I think it would be another situation kind of similar to what we had in this first season, where he's like the DODC still doesn't know that it was him for sure, as much as they suspect everything, and I mean, practically have proof of it.
Cleary was pretty certain that he saw him. I think and that,
Hmm.
kind of solidifies what he probably saw. But
Yeah. So I think it would be kind of the can the DODC get him and how does he hide slash protect
Trevor,
Trevor? And honestly, I think this is where you have to do something where maybe the DODC puts pressure on his family in some ways and maybe destroys his brother's
oh
work
yeah, yeah,
and something like that because it can't just be the DODC and it can't just be Simon trying to hide his powers still. That's the
right.
same thing as the first season. But if he destroys his brother's work unintentionally And that traumatic event of the DODC going in is what maybe could set his brothers off and give him powers. Like it awakens the latent powers in him
Oh
and he
yeah,
uses
there you
them
go.
for evil. I think that's a really good way for the story to go.
I just hate
Just
to kind
adding.
of, yeah, I mean, it is an interesting way to do it, or that works. I think I just kind of want, I didn't want them to maybe move. I like the ending. I think it's cool, but I kind of wish we didn't get pushed off into the what maybe could be the superhero side of it so fast, right? I
Mhm.
kind of wanted to enjoy what was happening
Well, I
in
think
in this one,
yeah, but I
and
think
so,
we can pull it back from the superhero side of things because Cleary thinks that he knows for sure, but we see Simon take out the security camera. So they don't have the security camera footage to show absolute proof of it. And so if Simon keeps on trying to uh, stop that, and maybe then the Grim Reaper comes after him at some point. Like it just builds up to that point where his brother decides, no, I have to come after him. That towards the end of the season, that's when you potentially have some superhero questions again. And it could be the way that Simon keeps it hidden still. It's like it gets blamed, everything gets blamed on his brother.
yeah, I would imagine if he uses his powers, there's that signature to it that they kind of detected before. So he's got to keep
Mhm.
those under wraps. Can't use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, uh, it's a tough right, I think,
Hmm.
to do. But I think that's, I mean,
Andrew
so
Guest, yeah,
I think
and
so is
Destin
trying
Daniel.
to put Ben Kingsley and Yaya together to do a show like this. That's not easy either. Like, to
Hmm.
come up with this, it's some good writing, and I would imagine they can continue on
Hmm.
with this
Yeah, I was gonna
storyline.
say
So,
with Destin Daniel Cretton and Andrew Guest,
yeah.
I have a lot of confidence
Yep.
that they can do something great with it and something that's still really entertaining. It it is probably gonna feel at least somewhat different, which
Hmm.
isn't a bad thing. I mean, honestly, we mentioned The Good Place, or I mentioned The Good Place before. That was the downfall of The Good Place for me, is it started to feel like the same thing over and over and over again every season, and not in a good way. Even when they tried to like change it up, it still always kind of felt the same.
Hmm.
So if they can find that natural progression of how the show and how the character grows, then that's what's going to make it a winner for season two.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, do you have anything else, Greg?
Yeah, one last thing.
All
Josh
right.
Gad. We
Yep.
kind of talked about him a little bit, but I want Josh Gad to be the Where's Waldo from here on out in all Marvel projects. He just shows up and you can
And
just
then
it's somewhere.
disappears.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like he comes in, somebody walks through him and then he just goes away or he's in the background. He just pops up and you see him trying to like look around, trying to figure out where he's at, and then he's gone again. That's
Hmm.
what I want. That's my
That would
wish.
be hilarious. I'd love it.
And you have to find him, right?
Hmm.
It's like an Easter egg, but I don't know. It's Where's Waldo? It's Where's
Hmm.
Josh?
Yeah. I did I did love a comment I saw on Facebook. It, I don't even know precisely what the post was about. I think it was something with well, maybe just referencing the Doorman episode, or it was like the Doorman in comics versus the Doorman in the show, and showed side by side images, which honestly they're relatively close. And the comment was, all y'all are complaining about Doorman, a like not even a B level character from the Great Lakes Avengers, not being exactly like he is in the comics. I'm like, this nails it.
Yeah. Like calm
This
down,
is
people.
this is the perfect example of y'all are looking for something to complain about.
Yeah.
This is Doorman. Like the only way that this could be a lower level character is if it was Leather Boy.
That's when you hit rock bottom,
Yep.
everybody.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
yeah, that is definitely just that's some trolling that it's go outside, take a walk. I don't know.
yeah. Uh yeah, I have a uh Instagram that I follow. I forget what it's called, but basically they take
Oh, I know what it
like
is.
clips of what other
Stephen
people did.
Flow. Dot.
No, and they animate it over it. And there's the one that um like kind of animate fantasy stuff over it. So it's like a lot of like D&D adjacent content, stuff like that. Um, and the one that caught my attention or was like the first one I saw was a little fairy who's like, go outside, touch some grass. Oh, the grass is touching me inappropriately. And that just go outside and touch some grass made me think of that. Sorry, we're getting off way off track, but
What?
it is
Uh,
hilarious.
oh
And it's just
man.
like this little pixie fairy character uh that's the animated thing, and the person who like they pulled the audio from their Instagram has this really kind of high wispy voice, so it's perfect
Yeah. Very
for the whole thing. But
well, your algorithm is messed up. Better messed
no,
up.
this, like I said, this is focused on D&D and like fantasy sort of stuff, so it matches up perfectly with what I'm looking
There's a
for.
little hint of something in there that's just not quite right.
Oh, yes, definitely, but hilarious.
uh
So, with that, let us know your thoughts on. Oh, no, actually, one thing prior to that, two things prior to
oh
that, actually, Greg.
oh boy.
First off, we do have three votes on the posts. Go to the post tab on the 10 Minute Marvel YouTube and vote for what you think of a Wonder Man. We have good, great, well, great, good, meh, and haven't watched. Greg, three votes. Where do you think they landed?
Well, I know one of them because I did one of
Yes.
them.
Hmm.
And based on yours, I'm gonna go with we both went great. And I'm gonna even say the third person was great.
The third person was great as well.
Yes.
So
Thank
100%
you, third
great
person.
thus far. And then we kind of teased it at the end of the non-spoiler section. But where would you rank this in MCU, let's just say live action shows?
Oh, yeah. I mean, not gonna bump Wanda or Loki. I've been going a little bit back and forth between Agatha and this. Two different kinds of shows. I don't, I'm gonna man, I'm gonna probably say it fourth. I'm gonna probably put Agatha ahead of it.
I was going to say fourth as well. Now, granted, my list of those ahead of it are slightly different. WandaVision, Loki, and Miss Marvel for
Mm.
me are the
Hmm.
ones ahead of it. But yeah, I put it ahead of Agatha. I think just like Agatha had that one real, like, short, weirdly short episode that was kind of a dud uh, in the trial that was supposed to be for Agatha.
Oh. Oh yeah, at the end with her in the kind of the metallic room, the that
No,
one?
no, not that one. The one where there's like the 80s
Oh yeah, yeah,
aesthetic and
yeah.
like her mother shows up or the
Right.
crone shows up. Yeah. It was just like that one kind of was a miss. I do like I do feel a little bit let down with like the Witch's Road isn't a real thing in the
Hmm.
MCU. It was just something created. And yeah, Wonder Man really didn't give me that letdown at any point.
No, no.
Yeah, like Doorman started out a little bit disjointedly just because it was like, wait, why is this black and white? Is this supposed to
Yeah,
be black and white? Is something going on with
yeah.
my monitor? Sort of thing. But
That's
yeah.
CRT television you've been watching it on.
Hmm. Oh no, I have one of the 3D TVs where it has the back projection with red,
Oh,
green, blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. It's
Hmm.
the only way to watch.
Yep. All right. So enough of that stupid joking around. Just want to say thank you again so much for listening to the podcast. Greg gave a few ways you could support
I
the
did.
podcast at the beginning, and we really do appreciate everybody who is checking out the podcast. We really hope that you're enjoying it and loving it as much as we are like creating this podcast. So, with that, we'll see you next time.
Stephen Flow. Bam.